Hello, it's Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards. And I haven't uploaded a video since my granddaughter's wedding because I've been just go, go, go. So I thought I'd do a video for you today, and this is the one we're doing. And this designer series paper is from the Fresh as a Daisy designer series paper, and there was two pieces that were different panels, and this was one of the panels, and I cut it down to fit what I needed. And of course half my stuff fell when I picked this up. I think I'm alright. Anyway, and then I used the a sentiment from the Cheerful Daisies stamp set. I used Wishing You the Brightest Birthday. That's what I used out of this. I used the Cheerful Daisies dies, and I used this one right here, and then this. This is all hooked together, but I set it on the paper to get just this, and then I used this one and this one. Oops, let me get up here. This die. See how they're hooked together here and here? Well, I laid it on the cardstock to just get this piece. I did cut out some of these I'll use later, but this center one is what's in the center of these flowers. And then I used this die cut and this one. So that's what I used on that. All this stuff out of the way. And for the inside sentiment, I used Charming Sentiments, and Because You Totally Deserve It here. And let's see, and then for the flowers, I did use this flower from here, and then I used this leaf from Lasting Joy or here, and then I used these dots to put dots on here. I think that's all I used. Anyway, that's the card that we're making today. I've got everything cut out. I went ahead and did my stamping on here, and I used Moody Mauve for the sentiment. This is Garden Green, and this is Basic White. And then I cut this down. All the size and dimensions will be on my blog. There will be a downloadable PDF that you can download and print. So I cut this down because it was bigger. A piece of this ribbon. It was about, I don't know, 4.5 inches long, and then I trimmed it. And you can get it in a set of 3 colors. So I used the pink. And what else did I use? This is Moody Mauve. I'm going to glue this to here. Go ahead and do that. And that's empty. Let's try another one. Got several of these on my desk. There, that's got glue in it. So we're going to go ahead and glue this to this. Like so. Like I said, all the sizes and dimensions will be on my blog for you to download and print. And then, and the colors too. I think this one is, I have a color thing here. Smoky Slate. That's what color this cardstock is. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I just glued this flat. You can put it up on dimensionals if you want. So we'll just glue that to the front of the card. And this kind of made sure all the top and both sides were about the same up here, so that there's a space at the bottom. Okay. And then there's my envelope, and I'll show you what I did to that for stamping. Okay, let's finish the front. So I have these. I'm going to use this because I'm going to do some gluing. So I took my 3 little flowers, like so, and these are the inside parts. Just turn them over because I'm going to put glue on them and glue them like I did here. And I have glue in one of these. Hope it comes out okay. Sometimes it doesn't like to. I bought these on Amazon. But I like them because if you can get it to come out. Let's see if I can poke a pin in there. Sometimes it doesn't want to come out. So let's get the pin, open up the hole. It's back in here so I don't lose it. Now let's see if it'll come out. There we go. So you're going to put glue, a little bit of glue on the backs of these petals here. It doesn't take very much. And then I took my tweezers, because my hands don't always work like they should, and line this up. Just like, let's see. You know what? I need to be on this side. There. I'm right-handed, so if I try to use my left hand, it just doesn't work. So we're going to do that to each of the flowers. Hope you are having a wonderful summer. It's been a little bit warm here in Deadwood. We've been doing a little bit of traveling, different places. It's definitely warm in some of the places where we've been. Okay, let's put this one on here. I would recommend that you line these up before you put glue on them to make sure that their petals are where you want them to be. So there's that one. Okay, last one. This is a simple card. I like simple. Sometimes I'll do a fun fold, but I try not to make them too complicated because I don't know where doesn't work. I don't clean that off. I'll be sorry. Okay, let's put the lid back on. Okay, we're going to take this one and glue it on here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but as centered as you can get it. Okay, and then I put Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of 2 of these. Just the big one. And I put glue on the back of this one. So let's put a little bit of glue on this. You can use a glue dot if you want. And then I set this over the top of this flower back here because it's kind of in the background. And then on these 2, I put one on this flower, one, and one on this one down here in the front. Just like so. Okay. This out of the way. Okay. Then I took this piece here and this, and I'm going to put, first I'm going to decide where I want this. Kind of like this. Take a piece of tape, not a very big piece, just a small piece. Set this on the tape, just like so. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay this down here, like this. And before you put the dimensionals on this, then you're going to set this on here so it's centered. It's like so. Okay? And it's glued to where you want it to be. Then you take your dimensionals. And I put 3 on there. Like so. Okay. And you can put glue on the back of this if you want, but it doesn't need it because this is holding it. You just got to be really careful that you don't bend your little stems. Okay. And then you're going to put this in the center, just like so. Make sure it's straight. Oops, crooked. Okay, get this out of the way. Okay, then I took these are 2023, 2025 in color dots. And I used the largest yellow ones. I'm not sure what color that is. Anyway, whatever the in colors are. These are yellow. I put one in the center of each of my flowers. Okay. Oops. Put that in the center. They're a little bit smaller than the opening there, but it works. Okay. That's that. Now, I have a bow in the pink, and I put a glue dot on the back of that. Find one here. I'm just using up my paper pumpkin glue dots because I don't always use them. So let's put one on the back of that ribbon. Just like so. You can use regular glue dots, I just have these. Okay. The back off. And then you're going to set that on there, kind of at an angle on the corner of that sentiment, just like so. Okay, so that's the front. The inside and the envelope, get these out of the way. This is what I did. First, I did my stamping. Okay, and I took these little cluster of 3 flowers, and I used, this is crushed curry. I put in a corner like this, stamp once, move it up a little bit, and stamp again. Okay? And then I did it to the envelope. Stamp once, move it up, flipped it over, and did it in this corner on the flap. Once, move it up. Okay, so that's all we need of that. And I took my garden green and this little stamp. And I don't know if I like it that dark. I think I like it a little bit lighter, so I'm going to stamp off first. stamp, stamp. Yeah, I like that better. Stamp off, and then stamp, stamp, just like that. And then we're going to do it to this corner. Off. Okay. I think it looks a little bit better stamped off once, because it's kind of dark, a really dark green. But that is the color of the green in the paper. So, okay, that's the green. And then we're going to take our bubble gum and our dots, and this is a fairly light color. And we're just going to do stamp once to get some dots. And we'll do all 3 pieces. Kind of just add something to the design when you put some dots on there. So that's all the stamping. Okay, now let's put the front together. So this is bubble gum. So we're going to glue that panel to the bubble gum. So I stamped, all the sentiments on this card are stamped in Moody Mauve. Okay, I'm going to take our card, put this, put it to the inside. And then our card is done. This month, any order $50 or more, for every $50 you order, you get a $5 coupon to spend in August from Stampin' Up. You can find my online store in the down arrow, and you can order these products in my online store. And I'll make a list of them so you know exactly what I used on here. So this is our card, an envelope. So I've got two cards. You can make 2 cards with this designer series paper, because there's 2 sheets that have the little panels, and these are 1 on each sheet. The other card I made using this paper is this one. Same idea, just a few different products, but it looks the same other than the front and the colors. So that's your card. Here's the envelope. So they're identical other than what I used on the front, and I used an embossing folder on this one. And some different colors, because this is boho blue and copper clay, and the rest of it's white. So I hope you have a blessed day and you have fun stamping. Remember to like and share my video, and leave me some comments, subscribe. I like knowing what you think, and I really appreciate your subscriptions. And go to my blog and look at what else I have. I have lots of videos on there. So, and most of my videos have PDFs that you can print. If they don't, let me know which ones you need a PDF of, and I can upload one. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day.